Ladies and gentlemen, another day here in Washington for Commanders training camp. Another fun day out here. And right here, they're going through that goal line drill where we're supposed to jump over the pile, get into the end zone on 3rd and 1, and just finish off the drive, right? You see Brian Robinson kind of hit that last bag. Let's see how Austin Ekeler does here on his. Takes the handoff, clears it. I mean, this man's got hops. Now, before we deep dive any further into this video, I do want to give a massive shout out with another successful rep there to all of the reporters, including my guy Mitchell here. Does such a good job covering this team, and without him, these videos are just not possible to make. So make sure you guys go follow him if you haven't already done so yet. With that being said, I do want to show you a little bit more from this practice. We see Jeremy McNichols getting a clear right there. I wanted to see Jacory Krosky-Merritt, but I'm not sure. Okay, so I think he's up right now. I think this is him, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, he wasn't there. He was not there. He was kind of like BTJ. He is a different style of back though. He's not that smaller, athletically gifted guy. He's more like the Brian Robinson who downhill runner. But you know what? I will say, Jacory Krosky-Merritt, he's been looking very good lately. And he's actually very shifty. Very shifty. A lot more shifty than a lot of people think. So, does it surprise me that he didn't get that jump? Maybe, maybe not. But ultimately, we're going to break down all the news, notes, highlights, observations from another practice here in Washington. Make sure you guys go check out the reporters for more news and notes from practice. Comment down below 2 players you're excited. I mean, dude, football's here. We have a game today. I know it's preseason Hall of Fame game type of stuff, but football's here. Isn't that crazy, man? I mean, I'm so excited. It's been a long journey, long off season, but we are finally back. Let me know who you're excited to see in this year's preseason. Let's dive into the video. We also saw a little bit of mentorship between Laremy Tunsil and Josh Conerly. This video footage right here is actually from Scott Abraham on Twitter X. Make sure you guys go follow him. I mean, his practice videos are always the best around, so make sure you guys go follow him if you haven't already done so yet. He's another guy that I haven't mentioned too much here during these training camp practices, but he is someone that you guys should follow if you haven't already done so. Now, I feel like we have kind of talked a lot about this offensive line going into next year, and you know how much better that I think they're going to be now that you have a franchise left tackle and Laremy Tunsil, one of the best pass blocking tackles in football. You also add a guy in Josh Conerly who can come in and maybe not be a day one starter for you, but we all know that he is competitive enough to compete for the job. Now, obviously, at right tackle, you have Andrew Wiley and you have Josh Conerly. At left tackle, you have Laremy Tunsil. They do like Trent Scott as well. You have Brandon Coleman, who they're hoping can continue to develop. You have Tyler B. You have Sam Cosmi, Nick Allegretti, who Nick Allegretti's not, you know, the best player in the world, but he is great depth, I would say. So that is definitely something that I've been really focusing on, is this offensive line and how good they're getting as time goes on. But these new guys here on the team are going to help out tremendously. They really are. So definitely excited about these two. This offensive line should be a whole lot better going into next season. Now, I do want to go over some tweets from JP Finley here, and we're going to look at a bunch of them. Before we really dive into it though, do me a big time favor, guys. Hit the like button if you want more of these breakdowns throughout the entirety of the preseason. I think next week they're going to be getting a little bit more into joint practices. I'm not sure if the Commanders have one, but if they do, we're going to be covering that. That should be a lot more exciting. But also, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel if you're new. It's free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. And we will be, like I said, covering this team. Training camp, preseason, regular season, film analysis. We got you guys covered. With that being said, let's kind of dive back into the video with some more updates of practice in totality. Now, JP Finley came out and said, and again, this is a guy you need to go follow. Big Washington Commander guy. He already has 115,000. So listen, if you're a Commander fan, missing out. Haven't seen Ben Sinnott today. Was working with the trainers the other day. So that is definitely something that we should monitor. They still do have John Bates and Zach Ertz at tight end. Some other guys that they do like, including Cole Turner and Tyree Jackson, Colson Yankoff, right? Lawrence Cager. But Benson is a guy who they spent a second-round pick on last season, and they believe could be a major upside to this offense this season. We'll see what this is. He did leave practice early on Tuesday, and hopefully he is okay. We'll keep you updated if we get any news back. Now, we also saw more tight end play with Zach Ertz getting a touchdown on the first play of 11 on 11s. This is a guy that was, man, so reliable in the red area for Jayden Daniels in his rookie season, and they made it a priority to make sure he was on this team going into this season. They wanted to make sure that he wasn't going to retire on them because, again, Jayden Daniels loved having him on this team, and you could tell, statistically wise, that connection was there. McLaurin, still no update there. He's at practice, but I hear that they're not really anywhere close on a contract extension. He wants a big number, and again, they're trying to agree on something, but right now it seems like they're a decent amount away, but plenty of time before the start of the season. Probably not a guy that would play in the preseason anyway, so again, nothing to really worry about there. We also saw Bill Merritt, which I believe is Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. I think he wants to be called Bill. I'm not too sure, though. Interesting, right? His name is Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, but he wants to be called Bill. It is what it is. But he had an impressive run off tackle. Again, this is a guy that has just been amazing. They are astonished. And his situation is very weird, right? Had a great junior year in college. Right, he tries to come back and play one more season, and after one game where he dominates his old school, they say, no, you can't play. So he played one game last year, but I believe if he was eligible to play, this guy would have been a second, third round pick. This guy was explosive, and the Commanders got him as a seventh round pick. Incredible value. Then another run opposite side, and Noah I comes downhill. Not sure what he meant there. Real game that would have been a real collision. Interesting. If you guys know what this means, essentially, let me know in the comments down below. Anything else here? Full pads and definitely the most run-heavy practice so far. Run game looks good. Ja'Cory, Austin Eckler, Brian Robinson, Hartman, all verticals, all time today. Missed a few, one drop, but connected there with Jalen Lane, who is another guy that's looking really good. Nice route from Jalen Lane on a catch, having a day. Dude, this guy, Jalen Lane's going to be a real weapon for them this year. And he's building chemistry early because McLaurin's missing time, which ultimately could be a good thing for this team. But overall, I think practice ended like that. They tweeted out post-practice, Terry McLaurin. But I think that's it. Again, they're not allowed to show 7-on-7s or 11-on-11, so we are going to end the video there. Looks like Ja'Cory, Krosky Merritt, Jalen Lane, two standouts from today. Zach Ertz still looking good. No Ben Sinnott. Ultimately, the biggest news from today's practice. So hit the like button. Go follow these reporters, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.